Hello everybody, come on in and say hello as you come in so I know that you can see me. How's everybody doing? I feel like it's been forever and ever and ever. Come on in. Hi sweet Sarah, how are you honey? Let's see if I can't get myself straightened up here. It's going to take more than just a few minutes to straighten this chick up, but hey, I'm going to try. By the way, anybody that's coming on, if you wouldn't mind sprinkling me out there. I see sweet Sarah on here. I see a couple other eyeballs. Thank you for spilling the glitter. Hi Lou, how are you? My name is Lisa. I'm with the Crafty Nurse by Lisa Facebook page. And I also have another page called Crafty Nurse Lisa with Creation Coop 167. That is my brick and mortar paint art venue that I have here. So I kind of incorporated that. So if you guys see a couple different pages around there and you're like, which one is her? They're probably all me. And then I have Crafty Nurse Friends by Lisa for all of us to share our things that we make. Hey Ruth. Hi did I see Mr. Bowers on here? I think I did, unless I made that up. Nope, there's Dale. Hi Dale. Hi Ruth. Welcome guys, come on in, spread the love. I need all the help I can get because things have been so busy around here. I haven't been able to get on. I haven't been able to watch many people. All of that. And I've been missing you guys. I had, so as you guys know, I work as a nurse still, and then I had paint parties all weekend long. And then now I'm making flyers for the next batch. So, and I have to get the flyers to the venues and make my Facebook event posts, all the things. So I am not ignoring you. I've been missing you all. So I'd love to be able to get a hold of everybody that I can and spend some time with you guys. Hi, Donna. Welcome, welcome. We got 4 eyeballs up there. I'm just going to give people a minute to catch on because I know this isn't my original time. And I had every intention on going live last night. And it just did not happen for me. Who was it? Mary, I think, was asking. I don't know if she's going to be available or not. Hi, Michelle Lekapoy. How are you? I don't know about pretty girl. I kind of like, my hair's doing its own thing. I got the all natural, well, other than the lip gloss, because I don't think you guys wanted to see my ashy, chappy lips. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, we got 7 of you up there. Hey, girl, how are you? So you guys got to bring me up to speed because all the things that have been going on, I just caught some posts earlier that said something about changes and things. I'm like, what's going on? I better get my little rear in gear. You know what I mean? So if you guys do not see that like button up there on either corner, you are watching replay. Put hashtag replay so I can give you a shout out later when I'm going through the comments. But we're going to do something cute. So I did this paint party Saturday? Yeah. See, I'm getting my days mixed up. Saturday, this cute little bunny, and I'm going to do my a different little mixed media version with you guys, if that'd be okay. So we're going to do a few different techniques on here, and it won't take us very long. I know I always say that, but it really should not. Hi, Cindy Murphy. How are you? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and a lot of my paint is out in my paint party coop, so I'm going to just do with what I have. Now, as I go, there is this, I did want to shout out really quick for people that are watching replay. This is the painting for March 7th at the cafe. If you go under my biography page and look under events, it's listed here. And then it is a pre-registered event, so you have to get your ticket ahead of time. And he does limit seats, so you want to make sure you get that if you're local here for Cardington. This is March 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. Okay, and then this one is a new venue that I'm really excited about and would love to promote and give a shout out for because I think they're fairly new to Facebook. And this is kind of my own design that I incorporated and made up on my own because their mascot is this big furry dark gray cat with a broken ear type look. He literally has this. So I made them a shamrock boot And this is Oscar, and this is for the Oscars Bar and Grill in Waldo, Ohio. And that event is going to be on St. Patty's Day, March 17th from 6 to 8. So this will be another link that is located under the events. It is pre-ticketed, so get your seats now. We'll be good. All right, I'll get those out of the way. Sarah says she's being lazy today watching Crafters. Everyone is on. Oh, good. Hey, that's all right. It's okay to be late. How are you feeling, girl? How's everything going? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just put some paint on here as you guys pop on. And if you are one to share it out, I would greatly appreciate that, because like I said, I probably could use all the help I could get, because I have not been able to be on here much at all. And the minute you do that, it's just like the Book of Faces takes you down the trench. Hi, Jeannie. How are you? Hey. Hi, Janice. Welcome. Thank you for welcoming everybody. Sarah, I appreciate you guys doing that. Hi, Lulu. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. You know, FOMO. All right. We're going to go ahead and do the background. Now, when I do this with my painters, they always get so concerned about the amount of water that I use, but I do that because these canvases are dry. They are so, listen, you hear that? They are so dry. And literally, if I don't wet my brush, it will not, the paint will not move. Oh, wow. So do you have your port and all of that, Sarah? That was quick, I feel like. So I'm just going to go ahead and do like I always do. I do need a little bit more water. And usually I would, see how dry that is? Usually I would just water this down a lot just to give myself a background. And I had my other painters cover their bunnies because he is going to have a black background anyways, or a dark background. But I wanted to show a little bit of a different way, because some of them they could still see the lines, which was the point, because their paint was so thin. But some of them that didn't quite understand the definition of how thin it should actually be, because it's kind of scary when somebody says, turn this almost into water. See how much water's on there? Some of them were afraid to do that, and then they covered their line. So for those of us that still are trying to figure out the ratios for what I'm talking about, I'm going to go around the bunny. You got your Port Wednesday. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lou. Hi, Teresa. I love y'all too. I hope y'all love me. I don't know. I mean, I know we're all human, you know. Some days you might be like, that Lisa girl getting on my last nerve. I'm just kidding. Which Camille's on here? I do have a Camille already. Let me see if it's my... I don't see her. I don't see her. All right. Teresa McDaniel. Hello. If I didn't say it already. Sometimes the Teresas that I see on here come in groups, and I get all my Teresas mixed up. So how's everybody doing? Here in Ohio, things are melting, which a lot of people dread because it gets so slushy. I don't. I mean, I'd rather clean up some mud off my floor than have to worry about sliding into work and being cold. I'm okay. I'm okay with mud because I know it's going to eventually turn into sunshine. So bring it on. Bring on spring. Let it rain. I don't care what it's got to do to get me to summer. Whatever it's got to do to get me to summer. That's my season. The heat, I know some people are like just the opposite and they can't stand the heat. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love it. Hi, Leah. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. I am real. I mean, sometimes I might be a little too real for some people. That's okay too, you know. Different strokes for different folks. But I am. I mean, I can't be anything other than myself. It's like humanly impossible for my brain. I mean, I'm not going to come on here and complain about every little thing in my life, or that's not the kind of reel I am. But as far as if you're going to ask my opinion, you might want to ask somebody else, and if you want to feel better all the time and not want the truth. I'm not the girl. I'm not the girl to ask. But if you really want to know, because I love and care about you enough to be honest with you, and you want to know my opinion, I am your go-to. But, you know, I'm not saying my opinion's always right, but it is my opinion. So don't ask for it unless you really want to know what it is. And I expect that from other people too, because that's what I prefer. All right, so I'm going to go around this bunny, and I am adding some water, and I'm going to go all the way around, and it might be darker on one side, lighter on the other, and I kind of like that look. And that's all I'm doing for now. And as you guys can see, there's no rhyme or reason to how I'm putting the paint on. I'm just brushing it on. I do like to go around my sides right here because I don't like that to show once it's hanging up. I am going to put a little bit more black paint on here because I'm thinking of doing something with it. You are too, Jeanette? Yes. Me too. I like my flowers. I like it when I can see my flowers coming up. I need to put more paint in here. I had a paint your person party with some 17-year-olds yesterday. It was so much fun. They did such a great job, and it was here at the Creation Coop. And so it was nice because they had they had the ability to pick whatever paint they wanted, however much they wanted, and what colors they wanted. But you do go through a lot of paint. So my black is running out, and I didn't realize it until just now. Because it does. I mean, when you do that kind of painting and kind of let people go at their own pace, which is very freeing and fun, it does go through quite a bit. But it's time for me to stock up anyways. After a while, that paint gets kind of old. I feel like it does. Now, are you guys ready for how I does any painters out there, anybody that works with enough paint, tell me in here or even in the comments, if you're watching replay, what about your paint happens, other than the obvious where it gets like the little paint snot balls in it and stuff. Other than that, other than how it comes out of the bottle, how do you know your paint is getting, or how do you gauge on when your paint's not workable? First of all, it's got to be pretty bad for me not to use it for my personal stuff, but because I will thin it out and all the things. But how do you know it's getting old? I'm just curious, because I think I have a kind of a unique way of telling. For me, I don't know if it's just certain brands. Oh yeah, Lou, that's what I'm talking about. They were all happy. Weren't they cute, Sarah? They were happy. I had a few little artists there in the group too. I was like, wait a minute, kid. You might want to look into this little talent you have going on here. Instead of just doing paint your person, some of them brought pictures and they just used a reference photo off their phones, which is a good idea as well. I didn't think of it. But it's their party, so they can do it however their little heart's desire. So they all had a little bit of a different technique. Hi, Jen. So the way I have noticed when my paint here lately, especially, so it tells me that my paint probably needs to be reevaluated, is that it's like it has a it smells like hot dogs. I'm not kidding. It smells like hot dogs. It's not a bad smell, but it's got like a little hot dog smell to it. I'm like, why am I... Like right now, this smells a little bit like hot dogs. It's weird. All right, I'm going to let that dry. And I did that fairly thick without a lot of the white showing for a reason, because I'm thinking of doing a little technique for the background. Hi, Catherine. Where have you been all my life? Hi, Sarah. Hi, girls. Thank you for hopping on. Oh, I'm so happy to see my friends. I got 12 eyeballs. Like I said, I need all the help I can get. When I get in double digits these days, I get excited. All right, so I'm just going to, let me get this over here where you guys can see it a little better. Oh, I'm just going to put a little bit of a lighter grayish, blackish background here for my bun. See, this canvas is so dry. I didn't prep it with gesso or anything like that, so. Hey, Sarah and Franz. There's my Just Jackie Crafting. How are you, friend? I loved watching your live the other night. You guys, she's a hoot. She is a hoot, and I love her to pieces, and she's a good crafter, too, which makes it even a double blessing. She'll keep you laughing and crafting. This should be Just Jackie's Laughing and Crafting. All right, so I'm going to put this over here, up in here. You guys are probably like, what in the tarnation is she doing? I'm talking to y'all. That's what I'm doing. I left my hair dryer out in the paint party barn, so it is what it is. And this is going to dry striated, and that's kind of what I want. So it's all good. It's all good in the coop. I'm not in the coop right now. There's my tail. I can't lose my tail. Right here's my tail. Okay. Hope you're doing well. How are you doing, Sarah? I'm doing well. I am. Let's see, what colors do I want? I kind of like this color. I'm glad it's getting warmer. I'm so excited for that. And let's see, let's do some light blue. Ooh, I feel like my blue's gone. I feel like my blue's gone. What do you guys have for dinner plans? Do you see that paint rudely jump out at me? I need help with dinner plans because I'm running out of ideas. I mean, I like crock pot and I like pre-planned meals, but I'm just not a planner in general. And I just feel like I'm always going up against the 8 ball when I'm trying to do that. Oh, I forgot the kids left the lid off of this for a while yesterday. So, you guys fill me in on what's going on with the FB world. What am I missing? Are people losing their videos? I was just on here shortly this morning, or today, early morning. I was up until about 4 o'clock. And I had just caught it, and I was so tired, my eyes were getting crossed, where somebody was saying something. I forget who it was. They didn't explain it. They just said something about doing, that other platform that, you know what I mean? Is something happening? Because like right now it looks like my comments stopped, and I hope it's because you guys are on idle, and I hope it's not because I'm missing something. Any way you can warn your girl? Or is it something we're not allowed to say without, the bots to be? Let's see. Let me get some of this on here. Thank you for the hearts, whoever did that. Oh, all of them, Michelle? See, mine was set like that anyways, and I didn't even realize it for a long time. I didn't even know. You'd have to download it on your, you can download it though, right? Still. There's a way to do that. I'm pretty sure, unless they said no more of that too. Not where you just at the end hit what option you want, but I mean like to actually, you know what I mean? Hi, Jen Fisher. All right, so now that we have this dry, or somewhat dry, I'm gonna fan it over here so I can make it speed up. Hi, Alley Cat, how are you? While that's drying, I wanted to show you guys. Look at these cute little carrots I made. Aren't those cute? I just got to put the tag on them and their little bow. But these are made out of, and we can do a live doing this if you want, but I made them out of this is a bigger one, but I made them out of these little Christmas tree cones that I had left over from the holidays. Aren't they cutimus? I'm good, sweetheart. Oh, are they not going live here? That is a big deal. You cook, my sweet Jackie says she cooks her meat in the oven frozen, season, put a pat of butter on it, and make a thin foil pack. Oh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Then you could just add whatever you want as a side on the stove for when you, right before you eat it, right? Is that right? I am Ava Mae's G-Mall. Aww. She's my little McGear peer. That's her nickname, Jen. So you can tell her. Your G-Mall said, hey, your G-Mall said she loved you, Ava McGear peer. Yeah, she's always called me G-Mall. And I think it's because when she came along, I don't know if I was mentally prepared to be called Grandma yet. I was only 40. I mean, come on. Okay. So let's see. She's friends with your daughter, Jen. That's cool. She's my sweet little girl. She's so sweet. All right, so I'm going to go around my bun here. I did not realize that you were from around here, Jen. I would love to have you guys at one of my paint parties. I'm going to go around, round and round. So you followed me before you even knew I was Ava's G-Mall. That's cool. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Auntie Louie. So sweet. That is young. I was. Yes. Mine was my oldest daughter. But what a blessing she is. So I'll take it. All right. So what I'm going to do is, so I have my outline. You guys saw how I did that. And then I grayscaled the inside. This is an abstract art way to do it, which is kind of out of the box for me. I mean, I don't do anything with precision. We all know this. But as far as not over brushing, it really teaches you not to overcorrect, if that makes sense. Vegetable stir fry frozen. You still, well, wait, what do you do with the frozen veggies then, Jackie? Where you put them? Okay, so I'm just going to go one direction with this. Oh, it's not quite dry enough yet. Maybe not. It's not bad, but it's not quite dry yet. So here's what I'm going to do. While I'm waiting on that little bit to dry in the center, because I did not prepare and bring my hairdryer in here. I might have another one. Let me see. Bear with me here, girls and guys and gals. have it right here. Let's see. It's okay. It's all good. I'm just going to take where I know I want my dark shading for my ear. I'm going to try to get enough black paint on there to do that. Maybe I gotta pick it up off of my paper. Well, nope, that ain't gonna work either. Well, hex. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I appreciate all of you. Holy moly, Jackie. Boy, girl, they got you good, didn't they? I think my mom was 38, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, probably 38. But that wasn't for me. Let's just be clear. That was my brother's doing. Then I'm just going to outline where I know the ears are. I'm just going to go ahead and do it so I don't lose it. I'm going to go around my eye. Fill in that eye a little bit. And her little nose. She's got a cute little nose. Bunny noses are the best. If you guys ever notice how cute their noses are when they do that? I love bunny noses. They're the best. That's the best thing about a bunny is their little soft noses. They are pretty cute. I wish they loved us as much as we love them, though. I just don't think they do. In a skillet, frozen vegetables, season, add water or oil. Oh, okay. So you do it over top of stuff. I thought you meant in with the meat. I know some people put frozen pasta even in their crock pot, but I not had very good luck doing that. Now, a couple times I have when I've really been able to stay on it. So I just don't have the timing down. And then if it's too long and it's mushy and it ruins the whole thing, I don't know if I have the patience to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm cutting his nose off kind of short. I'm gonna have to go back in there with some white. Okay, so I've got the outlining done. Let's see if I can dry this a little faster. Thank you guys for hanging out with me here. All right, now I think we can do it. Now I think we got our technique down. In fact, I'm going to use this bigger brush anyways. Hi, Miss Debbie Swartz watching. Sorry, I called you out before you even stepped in. I hope you step in. Didn't I see you earlier, though? Looks like people are going in and out. Are you guys hearing me okay? Is it keeping you on okay? I hope. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Donna Sue, my little Donna Sue. Okay. This is called a dry brush, more of a dry brush technique. So instead of that water like you just saw me do, I'm really going to get this brush good and dry, the best that I can. Hopefully this is dry enough. And then I'm going to pick up my paint. Sometimes, y'all, I just got to crack myself up. I'm going to pick up my paint and do this. Now you can do it in a couple different ways. You can use the same color and go back and forth, or you can go back and forth so that you know where you're at. But I just kind of throw caution to the wind because I know I'm not going to be able to do it much different anyways, because it's an abstract thing and I don't want to have that much control anywho. So I'm just going to go different directions and I'm just putting that paint down. And it's okay if you see the black through because you're going to want to anyhow. So I'm just going to put little patches, some going one way, some there's no rhyme or reason, some going the other, even some coming up here, maybe blending a little bit. One going over here, one's longer and skinny, one's short and fat, you know, kind of like people's. Some's tall and fluffy. Some's medium and fluffy like me. Medium height, fluffy. Fluffy, not so medium. But you know what I'm saying. I'm going between 5 lives. Oh, Sarah. I cook for one, so I've learned. Oh, Jackie, was that hard to do, though? Was that hard to teach yourself? I'm going to just run some orange right here, only because I like orange. And I know I want the inside of his ears to be, I want the inside of his ears to be a lighter color eventually. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that off the best that I can. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Man, alive. I don't know where that came from. I don't even have, I mean, I must have just swallowed on my own, choked on my own saliva or something crazy. I wonder what this pink would look like. We're going to find out. Excuse me. It's called Pearls. I know I'm backwards to you guys, but I'm afraid to even touch anything on Facebook world. I cleaned that brush off. Now I'm gonna get more of a round brush. Well, I want the little one. I'll take this size one. And I'm going to pick up some, and it's fairly dry, but you know, just damp. And I'm gonna pick up some of this pink that I just laid out right here. And I'm just gonna go the inside of the ear. I probably could have used a bigger brush, but that's okay. It's pretty transparent. Maybe I'll add some white first. Sometimes when I notice that it's not doing a whole lot, I'll add some white first to give it that background that I need for the color to adhere to something. Does that make sense? So I'm just putting some white down first here. It's not going to look like this when I'm done. But I do want the inside of these ears to be a little bit lighter. Than the rest of it. Just a little bit. Goodness gracious. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't have a cold, I promise. Now, I have had, some of my friends have had. In fact, I wanted to do this painting because one of my friends that was signed up for this painting, she was sick. And she's one of my frequent paint partiers. And I don't know that I'm going to be offering this painting again. So I wanted to do a live so that she could come back and watch, because I didn't have any written out instructions like I typically do at this paint party because it was fairly small. So I just allowed the people to follow along. So she wanted a kit, but she didn't have the printout instructions or anything. And my time has been so crunched, I don't know if when I'd have time to do it. So I figured if I did a live, she could come back and watch it, hopefully within the next 30 days, as you guys are telling me. She's going to have to hurry on up. Is it a real thing? I'm going to have to pay attention after I go live if it doesn't even give you the option to save it that long. I bet it doesn't. So now I just kind of mix a few colors together, and now it's showing up a little bit better. I'll give it a chance to dry here. And I never waste paint, so I'm just throwing it down wherever it wants to land. That's how I clean my brush off on my canvas most times. Oh, shoot. Especially in a painting like this, when you don't have to... You want to try. It's kind of hard to let loose and, you know, let your inhibitions flow. Or no inhibitions, actually. Get rid of your inhibitions, Lisa. Say it right. Let them flow right out the door. So, if I just kind of throw some stuff here and there, it kind of helps my brain say it's okay. If that makes sense. Oh, hi, Wiley. How are you? Good afternoon. Hi, Linda Kay. All right, so we'll let that dry. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to put some white up here on his little nose. just so I can mark my outline a little better. Sometimes when I'm doing these more of these freer paintings, I have one of two issues. I either have a hard time letting it loose, letting it go, which is usually not so much of the issue as much as it is that once I get into the groove, I go a little crazy and then I lose my outline and I'm like, oh no, my bunny looks like a groundhog now. And we don't want that. I mean, groundhogs are cute too, but we want it to be what we thought it was, you know, kind of. So I'm going around, that's the only reason why I'm going around my outline a little bit. You guys don't have to if you ever do anything like this. I would encourage you though to try something like this. And it's mainly because it's not only therapeutic, but it really teaches you a lot about yourself. It teaches you a lot about how your brain works, and it helps those endorphins flow and relax. And you know, all of a sudden, like, I'll be painting and think of things that I was like, oh yeah, that's where I left that. You know, it just kind of, have you ever had a dream of where you lost something? And sometimes I think that's because your brain is finally at rest enough to think. You know what I mean? Like, because we're just so busy clogging it with so much stuff that this is kind of like that same aspect for me. It just kind of helps my brain take a breath. Not that your brain breathes, but you all know what I'm saying. And this kind of painting does it for me. I'm not gonna lie, all the paintings do it for me, but this kind of taps into that certain part of my brain that I don't always allow to come through, especially in my choice of careers. Hi, Dina. How are you, sweet friend? I can't wait to get my goodies. I got to get on there and check and see. I'm excited. All right. You guys, Young Sventique has been doing some really awesome sales. She's got some really cool items. If you all haven't met her yet, she's Dina. She's purchased a lot off of auctions, but now she's doing them. And man, when she did her first one, she did such a great job, but she was so nervous because she told me she was. She told everybody she was. And now, just the other day, I saw her and she acted like she's been doing it for a trillion years. I'm like, girl, look at you. Like, she went from, okay, I'm trying to figure, then now she's just like a professional. You think she's Deco Exchange or something. Like, she just whips them out there. I'm like, look at you. I'm learning from her. I am. I was just thinking about that, Dina. I need to get me some of those numbers for the items. That was so helpful. All right, so I'm going to throw some more orange in there because you guys see how it's brightening it up a little bit because I gave it a chance to dry. Hi, Mama Robin. Linda Kay. Man, Mama Robin, I read your post today and I thought, who's messing with my mama? And then I realized it was a copy and paste. I was like, whoo, girl. I'm about ready to say, who made my mama mad? But you weren't mad. It was one of those just something that you agreed with type of things. There's Patty. Oh, hi, Donnie. Jim, I'm good. How are you, honey? I'm so happy you're here. I'm just doing a little patch bunny. You guys, this is so, it really is easy, and I could paint this 1,000 times and it's not ever going to look the same. And that's the way you want it. Let me do some dark right here though, because this kind of looks like he's got a little bit of a bulge in his ear. He's got a bulge where he's not supposed to have no bulge. So we're going to unbulge his ear. All right. Hi, Kathy Benson. All right, so I'm just going to clean this off. I think I'm going to do another square brush. It doesn't really matter. If you guys haven't noticed, it doesn't really matter to me what brush I use unless it's something like the background or I want to get into a tight area. And also, I mean, other than that, it's whatever brush you're comfortable with. Same thing with paint. Just use paint. I mean, whatever, you know, unless you're like 100% into oil paintings or 100% into pastels or whatever, just use whatever you have, right? Just have fun. Let's go ahead and do some of this teal. I haven't done teal with this bunny yet, so let's see. I'm going to pick up some teal and some white just because I know it's going to be transparent. If I don't have an opaque white mixed in with it a little bit. Oh, that's pretty. I like that kind of. Let's go, what direction I want to go? Let's go up here. And now I'm blending it a little bit too much, so I'm just going to clean off some of that off my brush. Pick up some more paint. There we go. I needed that to be bright right there, so I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Putting it on a little bit thicker. And it doesn't really matter what direction you go. It really doesn't. Let me just go a little bit right here just to see what that does. And you can even connect them a little bit if you want, like that. But Mom's 2 weeks since she had her hip surgery. Oh, I'm so glad. I was praying for her. I'm glad. Thanks for the update. The flu bug's been going around here in our state. I'm sure it's everywhere. I, knock on wood, have not had any issues, but I'm mandated to get I have to get the flu vaccine every year for my job. So I'm wondering if they actually got the strand right this time. I'm not going to speak too soon and say that they did, but I'm hopeful. Oh, he's cute. Let's do a little bit more. I need a little bit more variety up there around his nose. She's doing good, she said, Wiley. She's mama's tough. Her mama's tough. She's made out of that tough stuff. This is just a light blue. Here's what we got so far. I'm going to turn it around for you guys. Just like a patchwork bunny. Isn't she cute? I'm just going to dab, 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 dab for the tail. Now, if you want to use chalk paint when you go over it with white, if you wanted to go over it with white, that would be great once it dries, because that chalk paint's really going to stick really good for you. I do want this to be darker right in through here, just to show where that ear is coming in. You can even go in, if you're brave enough, you can even go in with a dry brush and throw some of that dark back in there if you wanted to. Just a little. I kind of want the dark to show through because I kind of, like I said, I overworked it in a few areas. And I wanted it to look like the background's still showing in some cases. In some areas, I should say. So I'm just going back in a little bit with some of that dark and taking my brush. And sometimes I'm running it skinny ways and sometimes I'm doing it flat depending on how thick I want the strokes to be. My ice machine was being really intentional just now. Did you guys hear it? Sounded like a gunshot. And sounded like a boomerang boom. Gotta be careful what I say on here. It was not. Have to edit that out of there. I can't now. Can't now. Well, the good thing is that they can only get upset with us for 30 days now, right? They got 30 days to try to figure us out. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have the bug? All right, so I'm putting some more dark in here. Right there, I think I want some. Here, I think I want some. How about right there? How about we put a little bit right there? See how it just kind of gives it a more of an authentic look? I'm glad you're feeling better, Wiley. Yes, we are. I'm just going to shade that just a little bit. Then I can clean my brush off. We can go in, let's do some light blue here. I'm just going to put light blue just very sparingly here and there, just to kind of give it a little touch of character of, hey, what's that doing there? You know, kind of that factor. We'll just make it a little more interesting. A little more interesting is always good, right? And I'm barely tapping because I don't want it to blend. I'm barely touching it with my brush. Cute. We're going to just pull this a little bit. Pull this a little bit. I just barely want it to blend with its neighboring color. So I'm just taking that outside. I'm pulling it just a little bit. I just kind of like the way it looks when I blend it just a tad. What do you guys think? What you think? Hi, Sharon. There's another local. Logan's mommy's on here. Let's see. I think I want to lighten this part of his ear up just a little bit. I'm going to try my light. I have white, but since I have light blue sitting here, I'm going to use it. we're almost done, you guys. I was going to do like some spackling out here. And I have, just so you know what I was thinking of, but I kind of like it is. So I'm thinking I'm not. But just so you know what I was thinking of initially. I was going to use some spackling, and then I have this little, these little words that you can't even really read. If you spackle and dry it and then kind of press these words everywhere, it'll give this outside of this canvas more of a stony, antique-y background. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I might just want to keep it. Well, that wasn't smart, Lisa. I just might want to keep it canvasy, because I kind of like it. Let me go up here and blend this just a little bit. Ooh, it's blowing out there. It's windy out here. What do you think? You love it? Oh, I'm glad. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy, other than that spot I gotta fix. And it's only my own impatiently trying to blend something with blue on my brush that did it. But when you have the background so thin like I do with paint, it's really, it's like an eraser. You put water on it and touch it and it just literally erases it. So, and then I just go back over it with paint. And look, it just kind of blends it right in. Because this is not a full coverage photo background. It's literally just kind of splattered on there. And I might do something a little different with the background, but I haven't decided. I kind of like it how it is. So that is it, you guys. I'm done with you already. What? Well, we were on here, what, an hour? Maybe? And I'm so excited to have you all. So excited. I'm so glad you guys came on here. Thank you for spreading the love and all the things. If I don't have paint on me, something's wrong. I'm sick. If I don't have paint on me, I'm sick. Somebody call my husband. No, I'm teasing. And like I said, I can use all the help that I can get with the Book of Faces, because I'm not on here very often. So if you're watching replay, please just take a second and put hashtag replay, and then that way I can see that you've been on here, and I also can respond. And then the way things work, it also will recognize if you share me out there and watch replays and all that stuff. I appreciate all of it. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Hi, Patty. I saw you earlier, girlfriend. How are you? I honestly have not watched anybody here lately because I've just been real busy with life, and I still go live on Sunday nights, except for the last one, because I completely forgot until the day got ahead of me and I had a paint party and it was just too much. Oh, thank you so much, Dina. I appreciate you. And you guys, if you see anybody that's on their on here that's from their Facebook page, give them a follow. Dina's got some really good deals. I also do florals and wreaths and things like that. I don't do a lot of lives doing them because they are a little bit more time consuming for me. But I do still try to do that every now and again. Thank you, Jackie. And give my friend Just Jackie Crafting a follow as well. I promise you guys will be so excited that you have if you haven't already, because both of those, any of the people that I follow, I tell you right now, I'm so appreciative to have them in my corner. And when I do get time, I watch them. Trust me, I watch them. Hi, Lori. So it helps us out a lot. We all know that there has been some changes going on, so we really appreciate it, everything that you guys do, and we appreciate having you. We appreciate the camaraderie, because just like you guys like watching us, we like having you, and it helps keep us motivated and creating new things. And we hope that we inspire you to try it on your own. If you can trace, or if you can find a printout of a picture and you have a light that you can put underneath here where you could trace the border of it, or if you have a projector, that's all it takes to do an outline of this, even this painting, which is not that, wouldn't be that hard to outline, and you can create your own masterpiece. And I hope it helps. I hope. So as you know, oh yes, Missy, save this video, Missy. This was for you. This was for you. So as always, you guys, stay blessed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Be kind on every occasion, because you will affect somebody by either an expression or a kind word. So you might as well do it in a positive way instead of a negative, yucky way. So as always, stay blessed, be kind, and I love y'all. Bye.